Hello everyone. Today is February 10th, 2022 at 3:55 p.m. I apologize for not doing a live reaction for the Nintendo Direct this time because yesterday was my birthday and I was supposed to go eat out with my family. So, today we're going to be reacting to the Nintendo Direct. Now, I know some of the announcements, but I haven't watched it live myself, so, this is also my VTuber debut, but I probably won't be using VTuber software that often, so. But the first thing I have to do is get the, link to the Nintendo Direct. It got 4 million views, and it was extremely popular. Now I'm just gonna pop out the chat. And honestly, I'm not pleased with society. Like, I gotta be pretty honest with you. I'm not pleased with society. So, because, especially the Winter Olympics, it's going like dog shit, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of foul play. US born athletes competing for the CCP in an attempt for the CCP to tout that they can attract foreign talent or something. And also, there's some really awful announcements during the Nintendo Direct. Like, what is it? Uh, the Kingdom Hearts. It's not a local file. Let's see. Say okay, and I don't know. I'll just use a VLC video source because built-in OBS media source isn't good. What? My OBS is freezing. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's make a new VLC source. Let's add a URL. If not, then I'll have to download it from the... Oh, there it is. Now I just had to resize this, and I'll keep the audio muted because of copyright reasons. So, I'm sorry about that. Hold on. The obligatory COVID-19, Oh, hold on. I think my computer's lagging because of the VTuber thing. And it's buffering like crazy. Alright, so... Oh wow, this thing is seriously... VLC is totally ass, honestly. I can't even, like, play a frickin' video, so... Instead, I'll have to go to, I had to download this to my computer, which is going to take around, I don't know. It is, like, really... VLC is just awful at stuff. Like, I can't even play a video. Let's see. So, while we wait... It's just I also have to like wait for it to complete downloading, and oh wait, it's actually finished. So let's use a media source. It's just really awful when you have to like rely on. Let's see, Nintendo Direct. Hold on, let me pause this. Wait, 15, 14. Enjoy the stock image of the living room with a TV, by the way. This is done to like avoid any copyright issues. So real. And Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. You know, they had 3 houses. It was actually a really good game.
The cycle of this world, I will not allow it to perish with you.
But I haven't played it.
I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones.
Looks pretty promising.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
The music's beautiful though.
We shall survive, and we shall win a glorious future for Fodlan.
Now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
Revenge is not a sin you take for someone else.
Yo,
seek
check how many
revenge to
viewers I
slake
have.
your rage and heal your wounded heart.
No one's watching.
I know you are
I am
prepared to
kinda
do
late,
whatever
so
that you must.
So June 2022. Not sure if I'm going to go abroad yet because
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the trailer for the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes game. We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
okay, the first headline.
The Orange Star Nation needs you. We've got more intel on the Advance Wars 1+2.
Yeah, this game was delayed unfortunately.
In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced, bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance
Yeah.
Wars 2. Black
This game looks
Horizon.
promising.
More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast-forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience.
Yeah,
Flex your
seems
strategic muscles
nice.
outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores.
By the way, due to the weather in New Jersey being all over the place lately, I got a mosquito bite. It really hurts.
And frenemies in local and online multiplayer. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot.
It'll be available on
launches
April
onto
8th.
The Nintendo Switch system April 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Explore an infinite universe.
Infinite universe.
In No Man's Sky, every
Nope.
star is the light of a distant sun.
You know, this is one of the rare cases where
teaming with
such a
others.
crappy game has
Travel
actually
to
became
planets
such a
of
good
your
game,
choosing in this
or
infinite, procedurally
at
generated
most like
universe.
okay.
Here, you'll discover extraordinary
I mean, when it
lands
first
and
came
places
out,
that have never been
I
seen
used
before.
the internet called
Never
it
been
No Man's
seen
Scam
again.
or something.
To survive,
It was pretty
you must
funny,
craft your own tools and even your own
but
place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are ever watchful.
yeah.
Your journey may be fraught with danger, and actions have consequences. Traitor, fighter, explorer. How will you live in this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay, one thing to point out, this was a PC game, but there was no cloud version. Alright, so this game is a little bit brighter than the previous installment. The previous installment of Mario Strikers was pretty dark and gritty. You know, I was at a neighbor's house when I was younger, and I was scared to play that game because I was under 10 years old. Because most likely this game's gonna get E10 rating like the Mario Strikers Charge for the Wii.
Mario Strikers Battle League. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5
So
sprint
this is the
run
third
circuit
installment in the
with
Mario
heavy
Strikers
on
series,
offense. Aim for
basically.
goals by dribbling and passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots. The main rule in this sport is to rule the field.
Yeah, I'll be playing this instead of watching the World Cup because
There are two things to keep in
honestly,
mind that'll help you with your strategies. First,
the US being disqualified for the 2018 World Cup still makes me tend to believe that Russia is the greatest country on planet Earth. Like,
as you see fit. Second, the Hyper Strike. To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field.
pondering my orb, I
Charge it while
see.
your opponents are distracted. Hit the net and you'll score not one, but
Mosquito
two
bite
goals.
really hurts. No.
Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch system.
8 players.
In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode. Join
I'm not sure if
the in-game club
they're going to
and
have
compete
like
for
a local
placement in the
wireless
rankings.
mode.
Up to 20 players can join a club. So create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you. Or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club. With items, tackles, and hyper strikes, anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers.
Available June 10th.
Launches on Nintendo Switch.
Just in time for the World Cup.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Also, Russia, greatest country on Earth.
The latest iteration of the Mario Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer game. Next, please take a look at this.
Okay. Yep, that's Splatoon 3. We get more footage of this game. You know, Splatoon 2 came out at the very beginning of the Switch's life cycle. I remember there being a hell lot of promos for Splatoon 2. Like, in Tokyo, before the game came out. Like, I visited Japan the week before the game came out for the first time. It was the time of my life. And almost 5 years ago, I actually sealed my fate to go to Japan for the first time. Makes you question how terrible the world has become nowadays. I'm not really a Splatoon fan, by the way. Maybe because of it's extremely competitive. And I'm not good at this game either. People are aiming for like X rank, which is basically the highest rank you can get in the game. What about this music? It's really my dog when Salmon Run. First there was Squid Game, now there's Salmon Run. Next wave. By the way, Squid Game Season 2 is kind of
Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings...
Yeah, it's pretty unique, honestly.
Will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward to future updates. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Fonzers at the ready.
Yeah, it's not my taste either, but that's what I said was kind of unique. But just
A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch.
Front Mission. We got
In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Fonzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy.
yeah. If you think this stream's gonna be short, think again, because after this version of the Direct, I'll be watching the Japanese version of the Direct.
Storyline of this classic when Front Mission 1 remake launches
It's made
on
by
Nintendo
Square
Switch
Enix.
this summer. And in the future, the sequel Front Mission 2 remake will also launch on Nintendo Switch.
Square Enix, they've been really good with
Get set for a high-octane Disney
With,
and Pixar combat racing.
like denying
From
people
the
like
creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle
It's
for
based on
victory
Asphalt,
across
I
the finish
guess.
line.
We have
Choose Mickey Mouse
Mickey
for
Mouse.
symphonic speed, Sully
Uh,
for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each
yeah.
racer
You know,
also
the Mulan
possesses
2020
powerful
remake
business
that gained
skills,
so much
perfect for
controversy
turning the
from the
tables
trailer
in a second.
that
Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game with new
Free to
seasons
play.
regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits,
Free to play.
cars, and more.
That means
Plus, enjoy cross-platform play as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
this summer. Oh,
Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch.
classic franchises.
Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action-adventure. As Darth
Star
Vader's
Wars.
secret apprentice, you'll use devastating Force powers and lightsaber combos as you hunt down Jedi Masters on iconic planets. Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive combos.
Yeah.
Use button controls or opt for motion controls.
Motion
enhanced from the
controls.
original Wii version.
You heard Motion Glider in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? It's like it's so difficult. By the way, April 20th, 4/20, which is exactly 15 days, 14 days before
Assassin's Creed games.
Assassin's Creed.
Explore Renaissance Italy
Let's see
and 16th century Constantinople.
Constantinople.
Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed.
Wait.
Across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD Rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot
Yeah.
mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles.
Gundam. I heard your average consumer would like this, but I've actually unsubscribed from him lately because he was pushing a communist agenda. And here on this channel, we hate communism.
Co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. One fateful day, the protagonist Surge.
I heard Chrono Cross was one of the games, is one of those games that
His homeworld, he finds that he no longer exists here.
it's one of those games that you had to switch between 240p and 480i, which is why I don't recommend the Frame Meister, because it's gonna take like 20 centuries to like change the resolution on the Frame Meister
A number of improvements have been made to
with the
this game,
PS1 and PS2.
like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included.
Satellaview.
Experience the origins of Chrono Cross. in this
Satellaview.
text-based adventure.
The Satellaview is actually, it's actually,
Dreamers Edition.
if you don't know what this Satellaview is, it's basically a add-on for the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom that lets you download games over a satellite connection. Oh, this is, we've seen part of this game before. This is actually Kirby, and the Forgotten Land, which, which is a pretty cute game, but the thing is, this game is actually, and this is actually, this thing becomes a meme. Like, look at this. Look at Kirby, he's trying to swallow it, and look, he becomes a car. This is actually a meme of the meme of the Direct.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure.
Yeah.
Introducing Mouthful Mode.
Mouthful.
Inhale a car to zoom around.
No, I heard someone even did that to the VLC icon.
Attack with juice cans.
Yeah, vending machines in Japan are actually pretty cool.
Become a piercing cone.
Oh, that's the VLC logo. Cause I'm, yeah, he can be
Mouthful mode.
scissor
New
left.
actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this.
Is this Splatoon or something? I mean,
Kirby rescues
how
water
Kirby like
D-Town will continue to grow,
got
and more
the water,
resources will become
like
available.
sprayed of water or something?
At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks. They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful.
About that Doom user,
Some copy
I'm
abilities
actually,
have stronger evolved forms.
he, unfortunately, I'm not the, I really don't want to be the one to leak personal messages or something, but, or private messages, but due to some
What are
beef
these
between
enemies
me
trying to do?
and the Nihon Falcom
Can Kirby
Discord,
restore peace to this world?
we two do not get along anymore.
Forgotten Land launches on the Nintendo
March
Switch
25th.
system
I already
next
pre-ordered
week.
this on Amazon.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
So,
That was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, launching later
I'm
next
sorry.
week. Please look forward to its release. let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Okay.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。
Shohei
ピッチャー
Ohtani.
の大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打賞22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like
yeah.
Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con
Yeah.
controller. With cross progression,
He just didn't
earn and use
understand
content
that
on any
I'm
platform where MLB The Show 22
actually
is
not
available.
neurotypical.
Take your progress
I have
on the go
autism
with you
and stuff,
on
so
Nintendo Switch.
I think I talked about it in a previous stream, and I'm just a little frustrated with the state of the world lately.
You can invite them and play online.
Yeah, Otani.
I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost
This
here. From
this
Kingdom
is
Hearts
actually the
2 to
worst
Kingdom
announcement
Hearts 3,
of the
Remind DLC, every entry is
Nintendo
coming to
Direct.
Nintendo Switch as
Kingdom
cloud
Hearts
versions that
cloud
play while
versions.
connected to the
Like,
internet.
as someone else said
Realize
earlier,
art-filled
you would
adventures alongside
they
Sonic,
understand that
Mario, Goofy,
that
and more for the
Kingdom
first
Hearts
time in
3
TV,
will
tabletop, or
is
handheld.
okay to be a cloud version, but 20-year-old games like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2
Containing all 3 game collections
are
soars onto Nintendo Switch
are being
tomorrow.
cloud versions just doesn't make any sense. Now, that's another attempt from Square Enix, successful attempt from Square Enix, and to like gatekeep, or as I call on this channel, cockblock people from like getting what they want. Like, it's the same thing with the Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, both on the PS5 and the Epic Games Store. Now this game is not the Konoha game is not a cloud version, but this Portal game isn't a cloud version either, and this game has like
The portal gun is your key to
yeah.
surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake?
Cloud versions are dumb because they defeat the purpose of the Switch being a portable system. Like, oh, I want to play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on the go, and Kingdom Hearts 3 on the go. Nope, you can't, because you have to be on an internet connection all the time. And you know, with the internet connections in the US not being on standards with other developed countries, and also cloud gaming on Switch being absolutely like absolutely ass or something. That means that it's not really. It's just doing a cloud version of a 20-year-old game is just pure laziness in its purest. Even though Square Enix also has other games in this Direct that don't require the cloud capabilities.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time
Yeah, Stadia
journeys.
did fail.
The order in which you tackle
I
them
mean,
is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with
no one
a
can have a
boundless
stable
head fights for
connection
life.
with that.
Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret
Yeah.
mission. Present day. A martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future. A youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future. A newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space.
This looks pretty
other
neat.
stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive, Launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
This is also by Square Enix,
Pre-orders
and
begin today on Nintendo
and
eShop.
this doesn't need a cloud version.
How was that? Next up is this.
But I know the graphics are different, so okay. So we have
It's a new iteration of the Wii Sports series. Nintendo Switch Sports.
yeah. I've been waiting for a Wii Sports sequel for like a long time, ever since
Here
the
are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch sports game.
Wii Sports
You might
um,
recognize these three from
Club,
past
because
Wii
Wii Sports
games.
Club was not good. Now we play tennis.
Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the
They
right
emphasize gently because remember when people broke their TVs when the Wii came out or something?
or give it a little curve.
That was actually pretty funny.
And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking.
This is known as sword play in Wii Sports
Plus,
Resort.
3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays.
Although this game cannot be played on the Switch Lite because of the nature of this motion controls and all that
By
stuff.
attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions.
Yeah, if you have Ring Fit Adventure, you could actually
Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock.
you already have you might have
Unleash
already owned
powerful smash
the
shots to gain
the
the
leg
advantage.
strap for the
Finally, volleyball.
Switch
Use
volleyball.
a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball.
Yeah, my sister used to play volleyball when I was in middle school or something.
The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. Play
Survival
against
bowling.
friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face.
Badminton Brothers.
Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show you some gameplay of one of the newly added sports, volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone.
Um,
Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi.
This is actually-
I can see you're ready to play.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll
they're
play
ready
some
to
volleyball
play,
online
but
together with
they had
Mr.
to play
Koizumi.
virtually because knowing the situation of COVID-19 in Japan, it's not the best idea to meet up in person.
Alright, let's start. We'll be including some live commentary throughout our
Although
match.
the West has been rapidly like
Oh, we're doing this?
removing
Volleyball, a
restriction
newly added
after
sport in
restriction
Nintendo Switch Sports.
due
What
to
can
the
we expect
fact
today
that
from the Takahashi Koizumi team? Is
there have been
Koizumi
some
to serve
external
with
factors.
Takahashi up front. We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react?
So
Takahashi makes the block.
it's pretty nice.
Another one's coming.
But I
Koizumi
heard
saves
Japan
it.
just announced some more
And here comes the
state of
spike.
emergencies, which
The
a
other
lot of
team
people
saves
on
it.
Yahoo
Back.
News Japan comments section say
They score.
that it is
Takahashi
just
didn't quite get it in time. All right, well, it's okay. It's okay.
a little
Game's
bit
not
too
over.
excessive or something.
Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it
Just so
up.
you know, $1 is
He
about
spikes.
115
Let it go
yen,
toward the opponent.
which
Here's another
is
shot.
much stronger than
Another chance.
last
Get
decade.
the ball.
At
And
I
with the
mean,
setup from
10 years
Koizumi,
ago, where it was
Takahashi
just
scores.
like one
They got a point
$1
with that
was
big
like
spike.
80, 70 yen or something,
Let's stop our
which
match
meant
here.
that
After all,
for the
we were in
Japanese,
middle
it
of
was
the
really cheap to go to the
Alright,
US,
I'll
but
be
for
leaving now.
the Americans, it was really expensive to go to Japan. But there's other stuff too,
Introduction
like
to Nintendo Switch Sports.
hold on, like
The game launches
April 29th.
We're
I have
planning a
this-
free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout mode at launch.
Yeah.
In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf.
Golf. Yeah.
And now, a request to everyone. To help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects. we'd definitely like to ask for your help with this. The online playtest will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the dates shown on screen. For those
I might be doing a stream on the 19th,
Nintendo website for more details.
but I really hope it's not gonna be like the same situation with the Elden Ring playtest codes, because those were being scalped or something.
Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
More Switch headlines.
Get those taiko drumming skills ready.
Oh, I love Taiko no Tatsujin. It's really
The latest
fun.
Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
This is the third Taiko no Tatsujin game coming out on the Switch. I mean,
along with brand new character Kumo-kyun.
I mean,
Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And
yeah,
that's
all
not
these. Oh, Grenge is from Demon Slayer, and
that's 76 songs total.
76 songs
Plus,
total.
Take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like.
Yeah.
New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Donchan Band.
Yeah.
Or face off against each other.
I mean, there was one that just came out for the Xbox, and that was on Xbox Game Pass, but it was really, it was really like bad at launch because you had to patch the game or something.
Launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
This
Plus,
year.
A paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs.
Wow,
will be available
another
at
paid
launch.
subscription service. Bandai Namco's really want to rake in the
What's
money.
new with these Nintendo Switch games? The brand new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is
Yeah,
almost here. The protagonist Sarah Noah
I
and his
seen this,
allies will
like-
be engulfed in the conflict
Yeah.
among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Oh, I gotta
Data
download
from the demo
this.
can be transferred to the full game once purchased.
I think this was by Square Enix,
More Cuphead
but
action awaits in the paid DLC Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course. Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle. Defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even wilder attacks. The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges,
I like.
and more.
I actually like Cuphead because of the style, but its difficulty is like
Switch June 30th.
really hard.
Free update is coming to the Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread. I heard that people were speedrunning this game when this game first came out.
Even from this.
Plus, it was playable on two
Even once
two
causes a game
pieces
over.
of software that I cannot mention here because of Nintendo's policies.
And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty.
Yeah. I'm still.
This free update launches later today.
The demo will also be updated. That's a
second
good.
free update
That's a
in
good
April will add a
sign
boss
because
rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time.
boss rush. It's like boss splits in Super Mario 3D World. Another Nintendo game.
Something's bound for Nintendo Switch.
It's definitely. Yeah, this game's extremely rare. Earthbound. It's extremely rare, and it's in the West, and it was also on the SNES Classic, but it was scalped really easily by people or something. Although the Nerd did do a review of this game, but it was really complicated or something. Although this game also has like one really damning anti-piracy feature where when you get to Gygus, which is the last boss, I forgot spoilers. But spoiler, when you fight Gygus, You're underage. Yeah, that's a little bit of that's a little bit of a humor.
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings.
Earthbound Beginnings.
Nintendo Switch Online later today.
They said Earthbound Beginnings because of the fact that it's known as Mother 1 in Japan, Mother 2 is Earthbound. You have the... We have Rebellion. Oh, Zombie Army 4, which I'm not terribly interested in. I haven't heard about this game yet. The Xenoblade Chronicles. So if you don't have a PlayStation 5, or as I call it, the PlayStation 5, due to the PS5 being a continuous vehicle for Sony to push their political propaganda, or an Xbox One, they could play this game on the Switch. Though if reduced, we also have 2 Point Campus as well, which is published by Sega. But those games were not cloud versions. But Square Enix still had the guts to like.
Here's some news from Mario Kart fans. Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017.
Yeah, I enjoyed Mario Kart 8 since 2014 on the Wii U.
From across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content. Please take a look at this trailer.
This is my favorite announcement of them all because I've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe every time I stream like about controversial topics or something. And now with that, now I'm going to get new tracks or something. But this means that I also have to like get Grand Prix or something.
Will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, the cloud versions
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass.
Of Kingdom Hearts are just really outplayed. Yeah, like
8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses.
48 additional courses. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will have a total of 96 courses. Coconut Mall, yeah. So there's this mall in Delaware called the Concord Mall. I bought Mario Kart Wii from there because it was tax-free, like back in the day. I mean, I was just in 2nd grade or something. And I confused. My mom still confuses Coconut Mall and Mario Kart Wii with Concord Mall in Delaware. By the way, Delaware is also a tax-free shopping destination, and another YouTuber I know.
March 18th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership.
You know, it might. You know, with the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like in the Switch expansion pack, online expansion pack, some people might say that it is more worth $50, but not quite yet. Okay, so
fighting in order to live.
Hold on, let me check if chat's still going on.
Living to fight. That's the way of our world. Ionios. Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword March. The land pierced by a great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
This game looks beautiful.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you shoulder it all alone. What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes?
Yeah, Xenoblade 3.
The flame clock, it has to go.
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
Okay, so that's the last announcement
The story
of the
Xenoblade
US
Chronicles 3
Direct.
ties together the futures of the worlds depicted in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to it. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so that's the first Nintendo Direct footage. I'll just gotta wait for the second one to download onto my computer, because that's 906 like megabytes. So we're just going to wait. Because no one has done a reaction to the Japanese Direct. Maybe because, I mean, no one in the Western world did a reaction to the Japanese Direct. So, hold on. Let's hit refresh, and it should be 210. Is it finished yet? Yeah, 210. Okay, so the same COVID-19 message, but okay, so this is the warning in the Japanese Direct that there's some games that are for ages 17 and older, which means because this is a Japanese Direct. I'm one of the only Westerners to react to this, actually. I'm actually 21 now. That's why I wasn't able to make it to the Direct Live yesterday, because I drank alcohol for the first time, like, seriously. Like, because remember you might remember my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond stream when I was ranting about the Game Awards. Actually, I wasn't drunk. I was just angry and tired. So, yeah.
Minasan, こんにちは。任天堂ダイレクトの案内役を務めます高橋です。最初にご覧いただいたのはファイアーエンブレム無双風化雪月です。原作のファイアーエンブレム風化雪月と時代背景はそのまま。
I got drunk for real last night. That's why I wasn't able to like do a stream of the Direct. Plus I was still eating out when the Direct was being broadcast, so We already seen this, so yeah, that's a good thing because alcohol really isn't good for your health. But there's also alcohol that actually has like those margaritas or something, like the alcohol that looks like juice. It tastes more sweet than bitter, but be careful because if you drink too much, you could get drunk really quick. Well, it's still waiting pending, so fruit cocktails. This is gonna be big, actually, in Japan. Taiko no Tatsujin.
新キャラクターのクモキュンと一緒に目指すは太鼓マスター。収録曲はメガロバニアやフィールスペシャル、グレンゲ、夜にかけるなど盛りだくさん。さらにゼルダの伝説メインテーマも収録し、楽曲は全76曲。苦手な部分だけを何度も練習できる上達サポート機能付き。他にも4人でライブの成功を目指すドンちゃんバンドやデッキを組んで戦うドンカツおもちゃ対戦などみんなで遊べる新モードも搭載。一人でもみんなでも太鼓でとことん遊び放題。
Yeah, I mean, I played Taiko no Tatsujin at the arcades once in Japan. It was pretty fun.
500曲以上が遊び放題になる有料の楽曲サブスクリプションサービスも開始予定。
This is the Mario Strikers commercial, or the Mario Strikers announcement. We know that this is going to kick off around the same time as the World Cup, but even if the US does qualify for the World Cup this time, the Men's World Cup, then I will not be watching it because maybe because of two reasons. First, because they were disqualified for the 2018 World Cup, which means that Russia is the greatest country on planet Earth. Despite people trying to convince me that otherwise. And number two, because the Women's World Cup was actually extremely woke and extremely communist. That's why he didn't win a medal at the 2021 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. And it's so appalling that the Winter Olympics in Beijing were so biased towards the Communist Party of China, which of the CCP, they literally think that they can like attract foreign talent because two US born athletes had given up their citizenship to play for the CCP, and they're like, oh wow, look, we can attract foreign talent or something like that. I mean, are they part of the 1,000 Talents program for athletics or something? And then there's this one player who tripped another player, and despite the foul play, they still advance because political bias keeps playing into sports, and this is a problem with sports nowadays in the US and in China. They keep saying they don't want to politicize. They're not politicizing it, yet they're doing the exact same thing that they claim they're not doing. Like, don't watch the Super Bowl this Sunday. Don't watch any coverage of the Winter Olympics, except if it shows up in China in Focus, which is a program I recommend to get the true story about what's happening inside mainland China and the real story about the Winter Olympics. Not glorified NBC propaganda or some shit like that. Okay, we've seen the Splatoon 3 one already. So all you have to do is sit back and I don't know why they're using the footage from the English version of the game in the Japanese Direct. Like,
ご覧いただいたのはスプラトゥーン3の協力モードサーモンランネクストウェーブの映像です。ラストにはこれまでに報告されていない巨大鮭の姿も確認できましたが、イカたちの運命やいかに。
Stupid parents.
スプラトゥーン3はこの夏発売です。今後の続報をお待ちください。引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
宇宙をかける未知なる冒険。果てしない銀河に浮かぶあまたの惑星。自動生成されるその一つ一つの惑星には独自の環境が存在し、それぞれに生命が息吹く。まだ見ぬ土地を切り開き、誰も見たことのない生き物たちと出会う。この宇宙サバイバルを生き抜くための道具や住む場所は自らが制作。広大な宇宙ではさまざまな種族が交流を深め、貿易や惑星開拓が行われる。時には派閥をめぐる争いが起きたり、海賊に狙われることもしばしば。あなたの選択は自由。さあ、この宇宙をどう生きますか。ノーマンズスカイはこの夏配信。ホワイトベースがガンダムに襲われる。ガンダムシリーズの新作がアクション RPG として登場。ホワイトベースを襲うグフが突如ガンダムバルバトスに入れ替わる。ダ 00の世界にフリーダムが舞い降りる。次々と歴代ガンダムの世界に異常が発生。原因となったガンダム世界に介入し、正しい歴史へ修復を目指す。モビルスーツはステータスをアップしたり、拡張パーツをつけたり、自分好みに成長させることができる。バトルでは3体でチームを組んで出撃。さらにオンラインで最大3人のマルチプレイも可能。強大な敵にチームで挑め。偽りの歴史を作り出そうとする者の真意とは。 SD ガンダムバトルアライアンスは2022年発売。
Yeah. Basically the same thing we've seen so far.
Nintendo Switch ピックアップタイトル。ポータル2がセットで Nintendo Switch。
Oh, so this is the IRC ratings because digital games are not rated by Zero in Japan.
活路を開くのはポータルガン。壁や床に向かってガンを撃つとポータルと呼ばれる穴が開く。2つのポータルはつながっており、一方に入るともう一方から出られる。これを利用してゴールへと向かう。ポータルを使いこなし脱出を目指せ。カップヘッドの有料追加コンテンツ。
I actually heard the mixing in this version of the direct is much better. The audio mixing, because the narration isn't too loud or something.
ミス・チャーレスが登場。2段ジャンプやローリングで回避もできるので新たな攻略法が見つかるかも。メトロイドドレッド無料アップデートが決定。一撃でこんなダメージでも、いくらパワーアップしても一撃でミスとなる究極の難易度ドレッドモードが解禁。あなたはこの恐怖に立ち向かえるか。さらにアイテムでの回復量が上がるなどアクションが苦手な方でも進めやすいルーキーモードも同時に追加。このダイレクト終了後追加データを配信。今後
Speaking about Sony, I don't know why they killed off Japanese localization in their YouTube channel. Is this a Marxist act brought upon by... I don't know. And Square Enix is also working on NFTs too, which, as one person commented before on my channel, NFTs suck. So, yeah, because there's one video that sums it up perfectly. I'll probably link it after the stream, but it's just, the message of it is that NFTs are a scam, and not just that, but it's just a hyperlink to a JPEG file. Plus the worst part about it is it's more about ownership than crediting the original artist. Like, original artists are not going to have any credit, while the person who owns it and spends thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, they will be getting all the credit for someone else's work. It's like stealing someone else's artwork or something, or making edits of stealing an edit from a creator who made an Asuna edit, and then they steal and make a bag or something with Asuna on there. This actually happened to my friend, okay?
Kabi 初の 3D アクション星のカービィディスカバリー。舞台 来は文明と自然が融合した未知なる新世界。さらわれたワドルディを助けるためカービィの冒険が始まります。
Not sure what the final boss of this game will be. Well, someone has said that back in the September Nintendo Direct, it said that it could be like Devices of Humanity or something. It's like really scary. Plus I was appalled with society. I still am actually. Especially with Squid Game or something. Which was really controversial for its huge amount of point-blank violence. Yeah, it is a plague. Oh, hey David. I'm sorry I was not able to make it to the direct live yesterday because I was actually turned 21 and I actually had a drink or something for the first time, my first legal drink. Not like back in my part 3 of the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond gameplay series where I ranted about the Game Awards. I only took one sip of soju, but that was not enough for me to make me drunk. I was actually tired and angry, so. By the way, I have watched Razorblade Mango's like reaction video to the direct, and I've read some of the messages that someone else has been posting. So, by the way, this is my first VTuber thing. I already ordered it on Amazon, and I'm supposed to get it on the day it comes out. Or unless my parents decide to go to Target and buy it for me.
引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
永遠の命をめぐる新本格ミステリー。
ここに書かれている話が本当に起こった事件だったの。
シネマティックな表現で描かれるミステリーアドベンチャー。春ゆきてレトロチカ。
This is from Square Enix, but I'm not sure if this footage is gonna be copyrighted though, because this is live action. But I have a note for Square Enix and YouTube that I'm based in the United States of America, if it is united, of course, and that my stream might be covered by the Copyright Act of 1976. Which means, thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, I guess this game's gonna be really big because of all of the live action video. This is the only thing that's different between the US and Japanese Direct. This is also an IRC rated game because Sully. Yeah. I totally agree with all this BS with the crime spikes and all that stuff due to social justice propaganda. I mean, at this point, Russia might be the #1 country in the world. How many times have I said that this stream? I don't know, but the fact still remains. I think this is another Japanese exclusive game because oh, and this Kingdom Hearts cloud version. I've seen Razorblade Mango's Rage clip of it. It was actually pretty funny. And I was like, cloud version? More like Cloud Strife. which is another Square Enix reference on top of a Square Enix cockblock.
のタイトルがセットになったキングダムハーツインテグラムマスター
Because it's a cloud game and people are strifing against it. That's why it's called a cloud strife. How much have I've seen this already. This is also from Square Enix, but it's not a cloud version. Hell, this game even... This game was from the Super Famicom era, but, but this game is making its Western release, this year, I guess, so...
孤高の賞金首が決闘に臨む西部編弟子を育て憲法を伝承する訓風編密命を受けた忍びが城に潜入幕末編技を習得しながら最強を目指す現代編超能力を駆使して悪を討つ近未来編宇宙船で巻き起こる悲劇 SF 編そして
Yeah, no excuse for 1.5 and 2.5 to be cloud games. So like, definitely no excuse. Only for them to shut down the services a few years later, which is a huge blow to game preservation. Okay, Nintendo Switch Sports.
世代を超えてどなたでもお楽しみいただける Wii Sports シリーズの新作任天堂スイッチスポーツが登場します。こちらをご覧ください。
任天堂スイッチスポーツに収録する種目をご紹介します。まずは Wii スポーツシリーズでもおなじみの3つ。タイミングよくジョイコンを振ることでラリーを楽しめるテニス。スイングによってストレートやカーブを投げられるボーリング。攻撃とガードを使い分けながら KO を狙うチャンバラ。そして新たな3つの種目が登場。大きなボールでダイナミックにプレイするサッカー。シュート。
Yeah, I just realized that this is the second this is the second soccer game.
パッケージ版に付属するレッグバンドを使うと
This is the second soccer game that was announced at this Direct. Mario Strikers and the soccer game in Nintendo Switch Sports. Yeah, Live Alive does look interesting. And actually, I think there should be English translations of that game on the internet. Because it was on a Super Famicom before, and you could also play it on the FX Pack Pro, which is basically an EverDrive for a Super Nintendo, the highest class one. That means it could do a lot of advanced features and stuff.
フレンドとの対戦はもちろん、ランダムマッチでは勝利を重ねることで強い相手と競い合うことができるようになります。ぜひチャレンジしてみてください。
いかがでしたか？せっかくなので新種目バレーボールのプレーを実際にお見せしようと思うんですが、
高橋さん、あ、皆さんこんにちは。任天堂の小泉です。
小泉さん、気合入ってますね。それでは小泉さんとバレーボールをオンラインでプレーしてみます。ストラップの準備は大丈夫ですか？
はい、もちろんです。スペースの確保もバッチリです。
Yeah.
では始めましょう。わかりやすくご覧いただくために実況を別途つけてお送りします。
Yeah, you could emulate it too. And I'm actually an avid fan of emulation, but Me too. I want concrete day for trails from Zero too, because that happens around the same time as the Cold Steel series, Cold Steel 1 and 2, which have yet to receive a port in the West on the Switch. So it's fine. Yeah. But given the situation of COVID-19 and all that stuff, and international business travel being shut down between Japan and the rest of the world, they're going to do an online play test of Nintendo Switch Sports next week, which is going to be between the 18th and the 20th. Now, I probably won't be recording any footage because games like this require a lot of space, like to play and all that stuff. But I have no space in this streaming room right here, or the study room. It was a study room before I took over.
発売時のシュート対決に加え、ビッグバンドを使ってサッカーの試合が楽しめる無料アップデートを計画しています。さらに、この秋には新たにゴルフをお楽しみいただける無料アップデートも
The second official golf game by Nintendo on
ここで皆さんにお願いがあります。
on the Switch. The first one was Mario Golf, which Nintendo tried to advertise with the Capri Sun juice. They also tried to advertise Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Mario 3D World with stuff like Lunchables and Capri Sun, which is actually why I bought those products because I'm a Nintendo fan, by the way. I grew up with Nintendo. I will continue playing Nintendo. Like, yeah. They tell you to make sure to have enough space because you know what's really famous in Japan is the small living spaces.
スイッチスポーツの情報は以上となります。ぜひご期待ください。続いてはヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Okay, more headlines.
任天堂スイッチピックアップタイトルその3発売が迫る完全新作タクティクス RPG トライアングルストラテジー
Another Square Enix game, of course.
主人公セレノアたち彼らの運命はあなたの選択と信念次第
理想の道を決して諦めない意志それこそがウォルホート家当主が胸に刻むべき信念
そして
Yeah. 12 years of waiting for an official Western release. That's a long time. It's like the game comes out when you're in 3rd grade. Then you transfer schools in 4th grade. Complete your middle school education, almost all of your middle school education up until 7th grade. Then you change schools again, and then you change schools yet again. Go to Japan for 3 times, and then hold on. This game looks beautiful. This kind of reminds me of Your Name or something.
海辺の田舎町で暮らし始める主人公ニニそこで出会う住人たち
This game looks pretty interesting, but it hasn't been localized yet.
おぞましき厄災怪害と人類の存亡をかけて戦っていた
Which
本作最大の特徴が
this game looks interesting though.
登場人物それぞれが自らの意志や欲求を持ち感情や人間関係は常に変化する彼らはその場の雰囲気や相手との関係性に合わせて行動していくこれによりストーリー展開は常に変化し続けそのパターンは プレイするたびに異なる。あなたの選択で未来が変わるジュブナイル RPG ループ8は2022年
It's made by Marvel, so Xseed might release this game in the US or the DS, I guess.
密命の戦国刺激へいざ出陣。
Another new game.
運命を変える後悔が始まる。すべてをカードで表現した RPG
Voice of Cards.
ボイスオブカードシリーズ第2弾。ボイスオブカード出来損ないの巫女。
Chocobo Grand Prix.
最大64人のサバイバルトーナメントも。チョコボグランプリはこのダイレクト終了後予約受付を開始。
Like
破滅の運命に時を超えて立ち向かう13人の少年少女の物語。13騎兵防衛権はこのダイレクト終了後に体験版を配信開始。
Muso.
何度だって熱くなれる e ベースボールパワフルプロ野球2022。
Oh, this game will be more interesting to Japanese audiences. You have the Comic Chronicles.
アニメ「鬼滅の刃」のゲームが任天堂スイッチに登場。鬼滅の刃火の神血風弾。浮世絵風ローグライクアクションゲーム。月風までアンダイングムーンはこのダイレクト終了後に配信開始。
Yeah.
任天堂スイッチオンラインに新たなタイトルを追加。
You know, getting this game is actually more, Mother 2 is cheaper than Earthbound, plus there's less censorship too. But the censorship Sony is doing resembles more like that of a communist country than as a way to like get like lower like ESRB ratings.
マザーとマザー2ギーグの逆襲がこのダイレクト終了後にファミリーコンピューター&スーパーファミコン任天堂スイッチオンラインに追加。
いかがでしたか。ここで一つお知らせです。2017年の発売以来、大変多くの方にお楽しみいただいているマリオカート8デラックスですが、この度歴代コースの中からいくつかのコースをリマスターし、有料追加コンテンツとして配信いたします。
I can't wait for the new courses. I might play through it live. By the way, I do have a stream announcement, and this will also depend on the timing of when Japan's borders will reopen. But on the 30th of May, I will be doing a special stream about how Mario Kart 8 went from just another title on the Wii U to the best-selling racing game in America, and then to an even further extent, get an expansion, a second expansion, or something.
8コースずつ6回に分けて配信し、2023年末までに合計48コースを追加します。
48 courses. That's pretty sweet. Coconut Mall. Yeah. You already heard a story about Coconut Mall, but Choco Mountain. You know, Choco Mountain is actually one of the hardest courses in the game. In Mario Kart 64, but you also have Tokyo Scramble, so you can go to Tokyo without going to Tokyo. And dealing with all the visa and quarantine headaches. that come with traveling nowadays. I can't wait for this Mario Kart expansion.
またご購入いただく以外に任天堂スイッチオンラインプラス追加パックにご加入いただくことでもマリオカート8デラックスコース追加パスをお楽しみいただけます。
いかがでしたか？マリオカート8デラックスの追加コースにぜひご期待ください。さて、次の映像が最後になります。ご覧ください。
生きるために戦う。戦うために生きる。
I don't know, but between the Japanese version and the North American version, the Xenoblade 3, narration is a little bit soft and muffled.
これが本当のお前なのかよ。やっぱりこうなるんだ。
もう敵同士じゃない。
いいよね。時間たくさんあって。
Yeah. Other Xenoblade isn't really my cup of tea. I think Xenoblade fans will be pretty happy that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has officially been announced. But I really want to play the Mario Kart expansion because we've been playing the same 48 courses for the past 7 years, and it's high time we get like a new Mario Kart expansion with courses from Mario Kart Tour. The music and artwork are so beautiful in Xenoblade 3. Although beat 'em ups has continuously angered the Switch community by saying that Ys 8 was better than Xenoblade 2, but this is a really subjective matter, since I only played Ys 8 but not Xenoblade 2. So, alright, so it's coming out on September 2022.
Xenoblade 1と2、2つの世界の未来をつなぐ物語。Xenoblade 3は9月に発売を予定していますので、ぜひご期待ください。今回の任天堂ダイレクトは以上になります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Okay, so what did we learn this stream? So, in today's stream, we learned that the Nintendo Direct was different between the US and Japanese ones, and we also learned that Kingdom Hearts is a big FU to like Kingdom Hearts fans on the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. But on the bright side, we got a new Mario Strikers game, a new Xenoblade game, more footage for Splatoon 3, and more racetracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, including Coconut Mall, Choco Mountain, and Tokyo Scramble. Even Toad Circuit and Shroom Ridge are making a return. But before I go, there is one thing I'd like to discuss, and that is a typo on Nintendo's official website. I'm not sure if it's fixed yet, but please bear with me. Okay, so here it is. Shroom Ridge is not from Mario Kart 7, it's from Mario Kart DS, but it's incorrectly labeled as a 3DS course. By the way, I'm thinking about rejoining the Mario Kart DS community because I've actually seen a little bit more hope in the Mario Kart DS community. But I might have to end the stream now because I have some guests coming over soon. Plus, I also have a mail delivery today that I must sign. So, this is Lucas Notch. I'll see you